Hi guys. Hello, hello. All right, so Cappies, let's go ahead and jump on in. We're going to do the waterfall message. And what I mean by that is obviously I'm in front of a waterfall. And so I wanted to go for a message that's like, what's the thing that just kind of like flows, the thing that just kind of shows up in someone's life. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. We have got the High Priestess, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and we've got the Emperor. The fact that we have this this powerful vibe that just kind of comes flooding into Capricorn's life, it's something that they actually expected. It's something that they knew was on its way. It's been taking its own sweet time. It could be an emperor who suddenly pops up. This could be a job offer from a boss. This could be somebody that is showing up very mature in Capricorn's world. And Capricorn's like, I knew this was going to happen. I mean, I don't know how I knew, and I don't know when I knew. I just knew it was going to happen. Hey, Andy, good to see you, sweetheart. Let's take a look. It could be an Aries who comes in. Doesn't have to be. By the way, technically, this is a feminine on this card, even though it's an emperor. And somebody with their own channel actually just wrote me some hate mail about how dare I actually mention I don't read for genders, substitute whatever you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double down. I'm going to make sure I say that a lot more just because I'm glad that my channel is different. I'm glad that I give the reminders that I let my audience decide how they want to see things. I'm about personal freedom, and just like that, personal freedom of speech. An emperor, a real empress, they too are about real freedom of speech, freedom of thought, be who you are, think how you wish. That's really important, to not suppress anyone. That's a true emperor and empress. That's great energy on this. However we want to see these characters, you go for it. You substitute what you want, and I'm going to keep on making sure I say that on my channel. I want everybody to think for themselves. See it how you want to. So we've got a character who, this is somebody who had been worried for a while. Maybe they came through a time frame where they worried about how other people saw them. Worried about, like, why do I sense things that I can't really explain? Gosh, how are people thinking of me? How are they looking at me? What's going on? And they got through a time frame where they might have felt kind of lonely. They might have felt this Capricorn who has such a wonderful thing coming in for them, and they knew it was coming. They still are kind of reflecting on, they were pretty stressed out. Part of them was still mourning the idea that maybe I'm wrong about this, yet they knew all along that they weren't. There was this continual, I feel like this is a Capricorn who's had this continual, like, not trusting their intuition kind of vibe going on here. And the fact that there's been like little bits of confusion, there's been like little bits of like, where do I grab my hopes, wishes, and dreams and pull them into my life? Well, we're doing that all the time. It's just that we don't always necessarily have things happen on our own timeline, right? So I feel like this character had gone through some stress. This is a Capricorn who was like, oh man, I don't know. I feel like something great's going to happen, but then maybe I'm tripping, and maybe it's just that I want it so much because I'm lonely or I'm sad over a loss, and so now I'm just sensing something good is coming because really it's just wishful thinking. Well, everything in life is wishful thinking. That's when we wish for something and we start to think about it in the forefront, then it's kind of like the subconscious is also helping us take actions. Like if I am hungry, hunger is a pretty like primary thought process, but probably even before I realize, like, to be honest, I'm starving right now. I haven't eaten yet. And so somewhere in the back of my mind, trust me, I'm already going through what I've got in my fridge, or I'm secretly planning, okay, on my way to my other job, I will probably swing by and I get to have a coffee today. I get to have a fancy coffee because I haven't eaten that many calories and I want some calories in a fancy coffee today. You know, like somewhere in my subconscious, I'm already planning out how I'm going to find a way to drive down this different route. My point is, we do make our wishes come true because we subconsciously keep moving and gravitating toward the things that we want. So it's not really just like we sit around, twiddle our thumbs and say, why do I sense something's going to happen? Because we put it into motion. We picked up on someone's intentions. We sensed things just like animals can sense certain things out there in the world. We are animals too. We have an instinct also that we pick up on little signs and signals. And I feel like that's the description of this character. Now, of course, these are all fiction, right? I'm not saying this is a character who is like, they're going to be predicting exactly who, what, when, where, and why, down to the minute, down to the color of the pants someone's going to be wearing when they walk into their life. I'm not saying it in that extent. I'm just saying I think our Capricorn is deeply intuitive, deeply instinctual. They have known something wonderful was coming, but they kept trying to tell themselves, that's crazy. That's crazy. How could I know that? Maybe it's just my wishful thinking wanting it. Three of Pentacles, Hanged Man. Now that this is arriving, yes, it has taken some time to get here. And even now that it's arrived, there's work to be done. I got to look at what is the context of this. Is this a new job opportunity? Is this a new career path? Is this a new romantic partner? We got to take a look at it. But it's something significant, and it's what they asked for, and it's what they wanted to have come into their life. And I love the fact that it's a chance to work on building something substantial that they really want. When something that we want shows up in our life, it still may not be every fine detail. Instead, it opens up a new journey of, wow, now that I got this thing I want, what does it look like? What do I do with it? How does it change my world? Because this Hanged Man also is about looking at things from a different perspective, particularly if Capricorn wanted to deal with an emperor. They wanted somebody of consequence to be a part of their world. That's now going to shape their world. They're going to make room for it. Their world is going to change. And how will it change? That's the new next journey. They get to build something. They get to collaborate. It's not just like, okay, well, I want this, and then I get it in like a little Lego. I just click it on, and that's what it is now. Especially when we're dealing with people that enter our lives. People come with their own bag of tricks. They come with amazing energy. They come with flaws. They come with challenges. They come with all kinds of things that it's not a simple Lego piece that we click into our lives and we say, now the emperor is here. No, now we get to work with the emperor. And what does that look like? It's going to change Capricorn's life. They're going to see things in different ways. I feel like they may have way more hopes, wishes, and dreams that can now come true. Way more hopes, wishes, and dreams than they could have ever necessarily even thought of or entertained. Because when we add another person's energy into the mix, they throw in their essence. And now it's like if we're making a pot of stew and somebody, maybe our friend comes over, and our friend is from a different culture and their family's recipe was totally different. And they go, oh, yes, I'm Jamaican. And you know what we put in our stew? We put in yams, and we also put in a little bit of curry. And, and it's like, wait, what? I've never done that before. I was making my family's traditional stew. And it's like, yes, but you're missing these two ingredients. Put this in, it'll taste great. That's the kind of thing that if we were unfamiliar with that recipe, we wouldn't have known to even add that ingredient. That's what this emperor is going to add into Capricorn's life. Page of Cups, Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like we are making a much richer stew. First off, there's a chance for a real heartfelt conversation with this emperor character. Say this is about romance, and I'm still not 100% sure. This could, 50% of me still says that this could be a story of new career path, especially now with that Nine of Pentacles. Having this emperor pop into Capricorn's life broadens everything. New hopes, wishes, and dreams, new collaboration, a new energy is beginning. And there's going to be some lovely heart-to-heart conversations. I think this is going to be really soothing, really healing, really uplifting. I think this is going to be like basically just what Capricorn needed. It is life-altering in the best of ways. This makes Capricorn feel more secure, more balanced, more seen, more respected. So say this is a career opportunity. This would be the example of a really great boss who says, Capricorn, so glad to have you on our team. We value your input. That's why we hired you. That's what we want from you. Let's sit down and tell you, here's what we really want. We wanted your talent that you already bring to the table. We want your special flair. We want your special something that you add. So tell us what your vision is. We want to hear it. It's like a very supportive boss. It's not like I'm in charge. You do what I say. I micromanage you down to the minutia. If I just wanted to micromanage, and why did I hire talent? I needed a drone. I don't want a drone. I want this beautiful Capricorn who comes in with their own ideas, their own, like even look at the way this Capricorn dresses in this card, like this satin yellow gorgeous top with these huge, blue and white dangling earrings, this huge fruit bowl of abundance on their head. Everything about this is so colorful. It's so unique. I would wear the hell out of that whole outfit, by the way. um I love this whole card, this whole image. So if it's about career stuff, Capricorn has like no limit, no ceiling put on them as to how their talents can grow, I feel like they're going to feel really valued and really happy, and they're going to realize, oh my god, this feels so good. I can't believe I'm getting paid and respected for what I bring to the table, and I get to express what it is I bring to the table. If this is about love and romance, this is a character who is choosing the Capricorn for all that the Capricorn is as well. But I really think that there's some heart to heart. I think for Capricorn to understand that this character is serious, and in all the world, there's only one us, right? This emperor has seen the things that make the Capricorn who they are. And I think for Capricorn to realize this character sees me, they have chosen that they want to conduct, like an interaction with me. They're telling the Capricorn under no uncertain terms. They're telling the truth of this. Like, Capricorn, the things that I like about you, and it could be the things that this Capricorn, or excuse me, that this emperor likes about Capricorn. The reason it could be so healing is they may be expressing things that Capricorn themselves, it's like the exact opposite of how they were treated by somebody in the past. Because for them to feel so lifted, to feel so valued, I'm guessing that these are things that are kind of fresh and new. Maybe it's been a while since Capricorn's been told, like, what do you mean? Those are the things I love about you. Your ex didn't like that. Well, I do. That's what makes you you, Capricorn. That's what sets you apart from everybody else. I think this Capricorn, or excuse me, this emperor sees our Capricorn for what they are, a completely unique individual. Oh, this is definitely new turf for our Cappy. This is definitely new turf. The fact that we've got a page of pentacles in the upright. This is, I don't just think that this is a chance for nice collaboration and that this is just what Capricorn was hoping to have, was manifesting into their life, and now it's arriving. I think that it is this sweet kind of like blossoming. This is a new beginning. We have two pages, which are both kind of the new, the fresh, the meaningful conversation. I feel like after a heart to heart, where there's real trust being established, now real affection can begin to grow. This still could be platonic, like affection for a boss, being like, I really like and care about my boss. I work for a good person. This can also be love. I really, truly feel safe opening up my heart to this emperor. We have the Death card. We have a King of Wands. We have an Empress. So we have, I think, this is starting to look like these two relationships are merging. This could be somebody in the workplace that Capricorn ends up developing a very real love and passion for. They are a perfectly matched pair by the end of this story, right? This is a power couple, married couple, a couple who can run an empire together, a couple who can be business partners and lovers, a couple who can be married and their marriage is super strong, and what they build together is their empire. This is to me, I look at it as a romance is like ready to go ahead and pour some gasoline on the fire and let's get this thing going, because we already did the establishment of trust and respect. I feel like this is a Capricorn who is like, everything about this is lined up so beautifully that they can now open their hearts. They can now have a huge amount of love. They can share energy. They can actually feel safe to open up their hearts and to connect. And I think that's where it's like, let's go ahead and do this. There's no holding back required. I trust that the person who is coming in with respect, who sees me for who I am, who's been truthful with me, and who's healing my heart, I'm ready to go ahead and love this person. I'm ready to go ahead and say, I'm not fearful of how this connection will grow. I feel like They're looking for an empress. I am an empress. I don't have to doubt. There's no doubt in this. There's no doubt that Capricorn is wanted. There's no doubt that they're wanted in a relationship or in a career path. They feel secure. And that's what the big change is. I think anytime a character has felt like, I don't know why, but I think I'm going to start having that kind of relationship in my life, but this feels crazy. Why would I think that? I think it's because Capricorn got done with the insignificant. They got done with the relationships that don't yield that. They got done with the kind of connections that are, look at this, Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, the star, healing, reaching for the stars, having wish fulfillment. And again, by the way, Aquarius and now Scorpio with that death card twice, right? I feel like something changed within our Capricorn. They wanted something different for themselves. They were ready to really receive something that would be their wish come true. They were genuinely ready to say, I'm not going to have relationships that are the same old, same old. And when we really get done with something, we're soul sick over it. We're not going to deal with it again. It's not going to be what we allow into our lives. I think that's when we change something about the flow of our life. Maybe that's when we change what we were manifesting at that subconscious level. And so that's why it takes shape. Because like I said at the beginning, if we're operating from our subconscious, we will start taking steps, even without really identifying that I'm moving toward the thing I secretly want. And then we find ourselves there. The things that I really want are different than the things I used to tolerate. And at the core of my soul, that is really how I've changed. I have changed, therefore my environment will change. I have changed what I will tolerate, therefore the people that approach me will be different. I have altered the way I will do things, and therefore I'm giving off that vibe and I'm attracting different things into my life. That's where this Capricorn is out. I think it's all because of them, which is probably why they said, okay, intuitively, I know everything is different, but how the hell can I know everything is different? I haven't seen evidence of it. I must be tripping. This is crazy. I must be grieving and wishing for something to be different. I think all this is the Capricorn didn't realize they have been the change. I just did a bonus message today, and it fits pretty beautifully with this because it's about a character who has made a change as well. And I think maybe it's like a paradigm shift. As we end this year, maybe there's just like a lot of things going, I don't want to take this kind of stuff with me into the new year. It seems like my fictional characters as a whole are kind of like cleaning house is what it's starting to look like. And admittedly, I wanted to see what's the blunt message, what is the change, right? If we're looking at a waterfall, it goes just off a cliff. I wanted to see what's the abrupt shift. What is the thing that is like fed up with this? We've been going down this river for a long time. Let's change something. So definitely a fun series. I'm enjoying this one a lot. I love altering things and patterns. You guys, thanks so much for being here. Lots of love to you guys. I have always honored you guys pop in. Thanks for your good vibes, your good energy. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Bye for now. Oh, and thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you do enjoy my free content and want to see more of it. Bye.